And thanks for joining me. It is your market recap, and I think today we're streaming live on Twitter, so we'll go a nice little bang for that one. Welcome everybody that's on Twitter and on X right now. We're going to talk about earnings. We've got the board going on. There's the rundown. I'll put it up for you. Oh no, that's not the rundown. There it is right now. Oh, that's not it. You got to go save it again over there. I thought I'd saved it. Yeah, Fabian, you know where it is. Go do it. We're going to talk about everything today. It's going to be Google. It's going to be AI. It's actually pretty similar to what that is, but the earnings out are going to be Lululemon, and we're going to wait to see if that comes through. We are brought to you by Benzinga Pro right now. So as earnings start to fly through here right now, there we go. Thank you so much for that one. As we get flying through here, we will be able to see any earnings plays that come out. We do have also added on there. Do you want to go add something to that, Fabian? Add TNF call. So roll call and Thursday night football, because I have a play for everybody as well. So, all right, we're going to watch out for Lululemon. What a big day it was. Let's go over the sector recap real quick, man. SMH, oh boy. We go to the upside today. Here's the daily chart for the SMH. What a good move it's been had. And again, brought to you today by everyone's favorite chip stock today anyways, is Advanced Micro Devices. Man, did we nail that one. You got to go add, and then maybe, where's Fabian? Fabian, get over there and do it. Is he there? Okay, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. If it doesn't get added, it doesn't get added. We only have 30 minutes on the board today, as Ramin reminds me, so let's go. We are going to take a Q&A. If there's any Q&As, put them in the chat, and my guy Bears vs. Bulls will get over on that one right here, so put them in there. Great spin, Paulie D, by the way. But okay, today, AMD. Look, Lisa Su yesterday, all I'm going to say is what's up with that, because like yesterday, they had let me zoom out a little bit here. The call yesterday, nice move down, right? But then today, everybody wants to buy up AMD. Now, where's AMD going from here? We're bouncing our head off that 132. It's a 132 top. It could come into play later on. I'm not convinced of that, but we'll wait to see about AMD. Here it is on the daily. And again, it's just like, yo, maybe there's now competition. We tweeted this out the other day. NVIDIA, 51% profit margins. That's going to bring all the boys to the yard. And damn right, their chips are better than yours. Let's wait to see if that is true, though. AMD up there, 132. Does NVIDIA have competition now for their H chips? Potentially they do. NVIDIA also falling back in. I don't know if anybody got that reference. I'm sure you did right there. But okay, so good move up there. Is anything out yet? I'm not seeing anything. I do also have right here, brought to you by Trade Ideas, the races. As these races come through, anything moving here in the after hours will pop up. So if I see anything moving, we're going to come back over to you ASAP. We're looking for some big ones. We're looking for DocuSign. We're looking for Lululemon. We're looking for AVGO. That's what it was, Broadcom. All right. You know what? As rates start to settle down a little bit here and we get a little bit more sort of clarity in the banking sector and what's going on, I would say watch out for 50 bucks, man. This looks like a great break on the KRE. I mean, if you know me, are you down with the KRE? This has been a great one. This is regional banks. You've seen Pac West. Did you get that in there? Not yet. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to say, yeah, she's got it. Ramin's got it right there as well. I'm trying to add on the bottom roll call and then TNF, which is Thursday night football. So we'll see if that can get going. I do have a play for everybody. Join me at the end of the day for that one. But the KRE is pretty good. NASDAQ today. What a great day for the NASDAQ as it's taken out highs, right? You're $4 away on the Qs before you get to those highs again. Good job taking out these past highs. Now, we're not back in there. If you go to a weekly chart on this, we still got to worry about COVID highs, but you're not too far away, man. You're at the 406. We're at 390 right now. Let's call this 3% away from liftoff. DCA, man, dollar cost average back in. Get your questions. Bears vs. Bulls is scanning the chat. Any questions out there that he thinks are what it's all about? You're gonna ask me those in just a couple minutes. We had a really great Q&A a little bit on the midday show, so I wanna try to see if we can get that flowing. I did have a special guest lined up for you today, but unfortunately she fell under the weather. The Fibonacci Princess coming next week, so get ready for that one. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun as she sort of fills in for Danielle Shea, who will be coming back very, very soon, and we'll see about that one. The SPY as well today, up 0.7, looky, still all-time highs coming through. Let's see if it takes that out as well. We are now taking out the highs from the summertime as the market really digests the Fed, right? We had Frank Caberna on at, first of all, any earnings out yet? Let's see. It is Lulu. Lulu is out. So let's go back over here and check out a 3-minute chart for Lululemon. Uh-oh, not a good report for Lululemon. DocuSign is out. I'm going to go over all these numbers in a minute. DocuSign goes one way, Lulu goes the other. Let's find out what's up with that. All right, so here's Lululemon. Lululemon sees net Q4 revenue under the estimate. That's bad. Lululemon sees Q3, so that's what we're talking about. Their forward guide lower. You cannot guide lower in this environment. I don't think retail names should be guiding at all. But if they want to do it, go for it. Lululemon, your stock is hit because of it. All you got to do is keep your mouth shut. You don't need to guide. That is not a prerequisite. You do not need to guide. But Lululemon wants to do it. Hey, shout out, man. That's good. Give your shareholders a future look of what you're thinking. I just feel like if you're going to guide, make sure you're confident in that, because that's not fair. Like if you're sandbagging, and what a sandbag means is that it means that if you know that you have a chance to do well, but still guide lower because you want to have a good quarter next quarter and say, we beat estimates, blah, blah, blah. That's sandbagging. We'll see if that's true for Lululemon. But let's see what they reported. $2.53 per share beating. See? There it is. 253 beating 228. Good job. 11% up. That's great. 26% increase over earnings last year. That's what we're talking about. I worry about that guide for Lulu. There it is right here. Forward 23 adjusted EPS, little lower than expected. Let's double check what the stock is doing exactly. DocuSign, nice upside. Lululemon, downside. Where do we bounce from though? Okay, so here's a weekly chart. Let's go to a daily chart on Lululemon and see if that 430 was anything. So nah, not really. We're just going back to last week's. Wow, I mean, I go like, oh man, Lululemon down 5%. But really, guys, this is just back to November 29th levels. So I think this could be a buy. We'll see if Lulu gets attractive down here at $4. I don't know, man. Bottoms up on Lululemon. All right, DocuSign, nice little, if anybody got that either. Whoa, oh no, okay, whoa. That shake there got me scared there. I hate losing everything. That's my trading right there. Let's go find out what Benzinga's saying about DocuSign. So here's DocuSign down here. Revenue Q4. This is a guide. Again, 696, higher than their estimate, right? So when you guide higher, this is what happens. So Docu with a nice beat to the upside. Here's their beat right here. DocuSign Q3, EPS 79, beating 63. Sales beating as well. So it's a beat on the top and the bottom line for DocuSign and a guide higher upside for Docu. On a daily though, you take it out. All right, here we go. Perfect setup. This is what we're talking about. DocuSign right now taking out the 50, the 200 period moving average. This is a buy. We're going to see what the reaction is tomorrow. I may be buying some DocuSign. This is a name I'm not in, but a name I like. DocuSign above the 50, the 200 period and bouncing great off the 50, giving you that smiley face back up to the upside and taking it out. There's your cup. There's your handle. Let's go. Nice upside move here coming for DocuSign. I do not see Broadcom, AVGO. Are we out yet? No, we are not. So Broadcom, I like the play here. I feel like you could retrace back down to 800 if it's a bad number. Let's see if Broadcom comes up with anything. All right, back over to sector recap just real quick. What was down today? Oil gets a hit today, closing the day at $69 a barrel. That's okay. They're going to have to fill up that SPR, right? Strategic Reserve, Petroleum Reserve. They're going to have to fill that up at some point. I think oil bounces. I'm almost a buyer of XLE. I'd rather wait for 77, 78, but I like XLE for downside here. I think you can buy it, but USO today was the name that got pulled back in, right? Yeah, so Yuck for that one. Hey, if you're joining us now live on Twitter, thank you. Welcome. We're streaming on X, I think. Yes, we are. I just looked at Brendan and say, I think. I don't want. So we are. Thank you so much for that. And on YouTube, man. The Trader TV Live universe continues to expand, and we're not stopping, guys. So get ready for this. We may or may not be turning this also into your local podcast. So watch out for that as we grow our wings. And thank you so much for hitting the like and hitting subscribe. I don't have anything on this, but please do it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's help grow this community. There's OIH. Again, this is oil services, not down as much as USO, but look at it bleed. If you're going to take an ETF, I feel like that is safe, but you're not going to get paid a dividend. Some will, not the ones I'm mentioning. So therefore, if you like oil down here, we talked about this yesterday as Sean's tweets, it was buybacks, corporate buybacks at all-time highs right now. So hey, Chevron, what's up, baby? Start buying your stock back ASAP. You are down near some of these lows. Look at this 140. Ooh, man, like this is getting to be pretty juicy. I don't love oil because honestly, it's not a play for the future. But as far as valuation is concerned, Chevron down here might just be too good to pass up. Their cash to debt ratio, not bad here at 0.3. I'm going to go back and find the historical ratio on that, because if we're at an attractive level, this seems too good to pass up. Does it not? It's Chevron. So let's find out about that. Just a quick check. Look at the bottom right. Not Lulu. There it is right now. Let's see if that's holding. Yes, it is, man. A nice bounce off 430. And again, we've seen Nike start to go back up to the upside, and like sort of sans any kind of boycott about China or anything about Nike. Sometimes we can get a little bit political with some of their takes. Let's just wait to see if it can hold above here. Nice move back for Nike. There's their earnings call down there. Nice bounce. Nice move back upside as we start to take out some levels. So Nike and Lululemon. The other one would be UA. You could go UAA for Under Armour as well, different class of shares. But look at Under Armour looking to take it out as well. So the retail sector appears to be a little strong right now. So that is great. More to come on that. Look at Macy's was a name I want to talk about too, because look at that bottom off earnings, right? 1050. Look at this, 70% up for Macy's, 70 points in just over a month, not just under a month. Are we overblown on some of this? Potentially we are. All right, I mean, TAN, I like this as a buy. I feel like as rates get better, again, solar's still expensive to put on the roof, so you're gonna have to most likely take out a loan for this, both on the corporate side and the residential side. So I feel like TAN could be one that battles back a little bit, and I really, really like the IBB, but the thing is, the biotechs, come over to the screen quickly, maybe Ramin, thank you. This is already off as well. So let's see about a 200 period break there for the IBB. Again, some of these biotech names, working with low rates is best for their environment, as forward-looking profits depend on current cash flow. So you got to watch out for that. And again, what I mean by that is spending money on R&D. A lot of these biotech names need to stay afloat, and then you sometimes need to borrow cash, and then time value of money for investors is a thing when rates are at 6%, less of a thing when you're down there at 0 to 1%. So the IBB has to get back going. I do like that. All right, what time is it? It's 4:14. Ramin's got to get out of here promptly at 4:30, so we're going to try to get this going ASAP right now. So, all right, let's go over to the next topic. I need a bumper for this one. It's going to be Sean's tweets. So let's just go breaking news, because this is my favorite. I know, I see. I'm waiting for that, Ramin. She's trying to kill that. I don't know why you're killing that, because Fabian drew it. I really like it. Let's go over to my profile right now. Thank you so much for joining. There it is a couple times. Now, what about Sean's tweets? I want to talk about this one real quick. Hit F11, they say. All right. Now, diversification, diversification, diversification. Really? I mean, that's the whole thing. Was that okay? What about... Slow clap. Okay, I like it. All right. Here's this very handsome gentleman. I hope I look like this at 93 or whatever. Is he diversified though? Look at Apple. Look at this, straight down the line, 50% of his portfolio was in Apple. The next little, I think it's 15 or 20% in Bank of America. But look at all of this, right? Others, so he goes 1 name, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names. You can see them here. I just talked about Chevron, right? Occidental, we know about that, Coca-Cola, American Express. So basically, we have 1 financial, 2 financials, right? 2 oil names. 1 Apple, so tech name, consumer discretionary, whatever you want to put Apple into, we all know about that. And then there's another consumer name with Coca-Cola. After that, man, all others, only 50 billion there under management. So add it up. Like just everything else adds up to these 2. So do you need to be diversified? I don't know. When we think about Berkshire, we think about the whole pool, but I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention because to me, that's pretty interesting. Now, what about this? What about R&D? Why has Intel shot up over the last little while? It's all about the foundry, right? They've put a lot of money into R&D, including, shout out to Eric with AI Tech Investing. Intel has spent over $100 billion in R&D over the last decade, crushing everybody else. Here's Qualcomm, NVIDIA, AMD. So again, Intel got hit real hard, down to $25. See you later, Kat. Down to $25. But now, as they're paying off, as more chips start to get rolled out, the computer space is back, the data space is back. So you can see Intel definitely paying off on that. I just found that really interesting because often we think that it's NVIDIA and AMD that are spending all the money, but no, Intel over the last decade really pumping it in. And again, they didn't see the returns, right? They did not see the returns on their income. Now they are upside. All right. Next tweet, real quick. What a surprise. It's going to be Lululemon. Now, Lululemon reporting after the bell, that's already out. But just look at this. Look from 2005. And honestly, quite frankly, I'm not afraid to say this, I was one of the initial investors when this went public. Why? Because my wife was like, these damn pants are great. And I said, these pants are great, they're $100. She goes, that's your problem. And I said, yes, it is. So then I said, well, if it's my problem, then I have to invest in it because I'm not telling her not to buy those pants. You all know why. Boom, nice move to the upside. Buy quality names. And by the way, she does spend a lot of money at Starby as well. So we own Starbucks shares. Look at this. Look at this move for Lululemon. Huge move to the upside. It's a Canadian name and it continues to work. I like Lululemon no matter what happens with that report. That's Sean's tweets, and they're pretty good today. We could talk all about everything. We had a really funny example today as well when I was saying, okay, Google, okay, Siri, okay, Alexa, and it woke everything up. I hope it didn't do it again, but it's doing it for my phone. So shout out to everybody. I hope those tweets are a little bit exciting and join me on the road to 50,000. We have 43,000 followers right now. Let's get that number up a little bit higher as we tweet out every single day. And we have some fun on the show. And I think that's obviously what it's all about for us as we go. So the one thing that I want to talk about as well today was what kind of a day it was to trade. Now for me, I only had one big short. Oh no, I'm gonna have to edit this really quick, so let me just do this so I can show you. The only short that we had on, come on man, Apple didn't print that low. Sometimes our platform will also print dark pools, right? So there had to have been a dark pool print down here. That doesn't mean it went there. Look at Apple today. Look, we had to be patient. I think patience is really key, right? So look at this, Apple all morning, all the way to the upside. Look where it stopped, right? 195, okay, fine. Nice pullback into the 50-period moving average. Nice move back up. We weren't ready to short it yet, but look at this, another drop down into that same resistance. So I said, you know what? Once, twice, Obi, thrice. What's up, Obi? One of the last traders here right now. Shorted that once, took the profits. It was like, okay. And we put on a few hundred shares up there. We talked a little bit about that. Then we re-shorted it again because I liked it. Now this trade, someone said, Sean, where was your out? And I'll just tell you, I'm short at 195.95. My out was a few pennies above that 195. So when we're ringing registers down here for dollars, That's a good trade, right? About 13, 14 to 1, but that's why we start to take profit when it comes back in. We can't hold for the dream all the time, but we did at the end of the day. There's 194 flat. It's a good trade on Apple. Why I'm talking about this and not my 8, I mean, you want to talk about Sean's tweets today. Let's go over to the sticky note, and I'll do that in a minute. The reason why we're talking about this is that we had patience waiting for this top. Despite the market rallying all day, if you're a bear or you want to short things, you just have to wait for your time. Look at AMD. We'll talk about this today. Well, let's talk about this right now. AMD right here. This might be crazy, not bad. 121.50. I'm going to show you what we had written down on the sticky note. You can find this sticky note every single day. 121.50 long. Okay, we talked about that. They had news. They had those chips, and it was running here early. Also, Google 135 long break. Go check out that. Rivian long, Palantir long. The rest is history. But here's the 121.50 break. Boom. Huge amount of shares taken. Nice trade right off the jump. Boom. Nice take right up to 123, $1.50. Good. There's the reload there. Okay, we're reloaded. Boom, out at VWAP. Out. These are dollars, and then there again is $3, taking it out at 124 and being pretty happy about it. But look what we did at the end of the day. We started taking some small cuts here. Small cuts, short. Actually, that was a mistake. It was this short right there, 126. Took some profits and actually got a fill back here at 124.50. The shorts were printing until they weren't. This is where we screwed up. We started shorting up here at 128 again until it worked. 128.50 prints down here 127, 127.50, 120. Actually 127.80, 127.60 are best outs. Be patient. Wait for that move to happen. Again, only short that really worked were these last couple. This one did early, then these one worked late. We got chopped up a little bit there in the middle. All right, let's go over to the next topic. Let's talk a little bit about Q&A. So it's Trader Talk. This time, the trader is you. So let's go over here. I'm going to say a shout out to my guy over here, Bears vs. Bulls. He's dropped a couple of these chats in for me. I'm going to open up trade ideas here so I can go over some of these topics on trade ideas for you. So there it is right now. Let's go. All right. And I'm going to put them in the chat, okay, so everybody can see them as we go. All right, here we go. What's up to Emma Fernandez? He chooses you like Pikachu. So it's Emma Fernandez. What's up? Here it is. So at Sean Katina, since you started trading, what's the most fruitful fruit salad habit you have incorporated that made you a better trader? I sort of just talked about it. Thank you so much for asking this question. And although I get excited about trades live on the show. By the way, Broadcom is out. Quick little look at this because this is what we do and it's my show. I'll cry if I want to. Broadcom, 920 close, down to 888. Shout out to Eric Lindros. Nice move back up to 909. Looks like Broadcom relatively flat here on their report. Oh, there it is right here. Broadcom increases quarterly dividend 14%. That's nice. But here it is right now. Sees an increase in FY revenue, 50 billion versus 45. That's good. But here are the numbers right here. So Broadcom, Q4 adjusted 1106 versus 1098. That's a beat. Sales is a miss, sending Broadcom lower. But this is Q&A. So stay focused, my guy. All right, here's Q&A right now. What was the big thing that helped me out? We just talked about that on Apple. It is patience. All right, be patient, wait for your trades. Don't get overly excited. Make sure that they hit certain levels. And if you miss it, it's actually two things. It's patience and no FOMO, right? Make sure that if you miss a trade, you'll be able to get it back, man. And that's the one thing. So thank you, Emma. I feel like stick to your plan, have a plan, and trade with patience. I cannot honestly highlight that enough. That's the one thing that's changed and made me a much better trader. So, all right. Aurora Alpha is going to be up next. So, how much time do we have? Still a little bit. I'm doing Bears vs. Bulls. Finite. Stop. No more. I have 5 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got to get going. All right. Q&A twice today. We had shorts within 5 cents on AMD. What is your reversal signal? All right. Good call on that one. So what I first did on AMD, and thank you so much for asking this because this is important. Let me just put this upside. The shorts, all right. So what I really started screwing this up was this candle right here. I thought we had a nice upside, and I'm just gonna zoom this over right here, and I have all these wicks, but when I thought we had an exhaustion candle up here at 127.50, so I was like, hey man, we are finally now seeing big volume come in. Like, look where this came in the first time. That was a good little reversal into the short. We talked about that, and you have to go chart this yourself, guys. 12.16, but right into here, I thought this was going to be a good reversal spot. It just was not. So I would look at high volume, and then honestly, let me just put this back in. I'm getting a little frustrated because of these wicks on our charts, but it is what it is. Maybe let's go over, let me just call up trade ideas quickly to talk about this. But let me just call it up here, AMD quickly. I'm gonna call up a 1 minute chart just to show you guys this. So you see, so it's just up here. How many times? Like, this is really the first time, other than right here, that we actually kind of got confirmation that potentially we saw a high. So we went up to 128.50 and flushed, came right back and couldn't take it out. So again, kind of like playoff past levels. I'm not going to sit here and talk about like, oh, this, that, like quant levels or anything like that. I just trade off support and resistance and really take shots. So that's what we did on AMD. Thank you for the question. Just look for past support and resistance. And the thing is, you can take as many shots as you want. This is where Neil and I will differ a little bit. Neil mentioned today he was 2 stocks green, 8 stocks red. For me, that won't fly, but you're going to have to trade your own book. And everyone has reasons and strategies. So for me, I feel like you take 2 or 3 shots, and then if you're using size, you got to get out when those levels break, stick to your guns, and be patient right now. Nunya Biz, hey, what's up, Nunya Biz? Shout out to you right now. This is Nunya Biz, but I'm here to tell you everything. 1-year member, thank you so much, Nunya Biz. Ask Sean if he uses level 2 on every trade. Question, no. What I use level 2 for is if I see size. Now, Apple had a hell of a lot of size up there at 195, so I did use that as an indicator. If you're going to see 300,000 or 400,000 shares on that level 2, and you do that times the price of the stock, I mean, that's going to be a big order. But remember, with HFT, with algos, with hidden order types, it doesn't take much to bust size. All right, there's a lot of liquidity out there. There's 5.8 trillion in the overnight cash market. Anybody can put that to work any single day. So Nunya Biz, no, I do not use level 2. And I honestly think, depending on your style, level 2 isn't great anymore. Too many hidden orders. God, 2 more minutes left. All right, Hertz Scrambler. You got me right now. I like this one. Will the Packers make the playoffs? Come on, my guy. We play the Giants on Monday. That's another win. Puts us to 7-6. We will take care of the Vikings. They're fugazi. We beat the Lions as well. I feel like we do make the playoffs, but we are the youngest team in the NFL. So I don't know if they can hold it together into the close. I can't stop talking. Into the close of the season. Let's see if they can hold it together. It's about the mental with those guys. Don't make mistakes, Jordan Love. Let the defense take you and everything like that. All right, last one. It's Harry Lou. What's up, Harry? All right, Pats win tonight. I have something for you in a minute. What is your strategy for trading the opening gap after earnings? All right. Thank you for that. I think that's a great question. So let me just quickly talk about CRM quickly. This was one play that if we go back here, let's go back to a 60-minute chart because, all right, perfect. So again, look, this is 60 minutes is going to be too much. 30 minutes maybe? All right, so I don't remember your question. What is your strategy for trading the opening gap? All right, so you see, here's a huge gap up for CRM. But the thing is, I don't know, right? This is the day, right? I don't know what the rest of the world thinks. I'm not sure if there was an oversized position on calls or not. I don't know if people are going to capture profit at these levels. So my suggestion is when you get an overnight gap, wait for the fill of the gap or wait until you get some kind of a base. This gave it to you at 244. It hasn't seen it since. So let it settle down, right? And hey, we could do a live one right now about GME, right? Here we go. So GME last night, not a great report. We had it live for you. I said that GameStop was relatively muted, but did you want to trade it off the open? Maybe not. Let's go over to a 5-minute chart because this is a live example. Well, look what happens. GameStop gaps down, right? It was opened up down, what, 4 or 5% down to 1350? But then look at this. It made a base. It based out. It showed you once. This is a 5-minute chart, remember. Once, twice, thrice, bottoms at 1350. It gave you that base. So you could have gone long, possibly on a break here of $14 and given it that 50 cents. So thank you for the question. Base out, give yourself a break, take it and hold it against. All right, next topic, of course, is roll call. So let's hit it. All right, this is your chance, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe I'll try to implement something on Twitter. Twitter is, I just realized Twitter is closer to real time than YouTube. Okay, thank you, Dan McIsaac, for that one. But you don't need real time right now because this is the market recap show as we go. But let me look here. Who is here? Who is all about this right now? All right, Dan McIsaac's here. Good luck on that cartwheel, my guy. Shout out to Darwin. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Elon. Thank you so much. I mean, I hope it's been a great show. I put a lot of time and effort into this. Paulie D, what's up? What's up, Jacob? Andrew Chow is here. Yo, what's up, Mr. Love Shack? You're welcome for the hard work. Thank you for watching, man. D. Westermeyer, I impress you every single day. Well, thank you so much. Tell that to my wife. Dr. Strange, thank you. Ryan, what's up? Another great day. AMD made your day. AMD made my day as well. So here we go, man. They're all coming through. Great show from Rock the Doc, Crazy Carl, Henry Chung, Katina Men. Katina Men? Yeah, there's a couple of those, but there's only one right here right now. Thursday night football is Pittsburgh Steelers versus your New England Patriots. Now, the thing about all of this is the play, and again, is going to be who's ready. I got to put this image in a new tab. So let's do it right now. As you can look, right now, what do I like? It's going to be another prop bet. It is, get ready for this. Here are all the prop bets right here, right now. It's going to be, I have to scroll this over. It's Najee. Maybe I got to zoom this out. There it is. Here we go. Can we all see this? It's going to be a Najee Harris anytime touchdown. We gave it to you before at plus 150 last week. Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but it was great. They hit at plus 150. Najee Harris tonight with this one at plus 160. Why, you say? Give us the goods, Sean. So I will. This is going to be a little bit of a dirty game, I think, tonight. Look at Najee. 1, 2. This is the last couple games. Now that they fired Matt Canada, the Pittsburgh Steelers can score. Let's see if they could do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 touchdowns in the last 6 games. I like that, right? No touchdowns last week, but many attempts. Jaylen Warren does not get the goal line carries. He scored 4 in the last 7 touchdowns in his last 7 games. This game's going to be ugly. I think it's going to be a run game. Kenny Pickett's hurt. Mitchell Trubisky enter the game. Hand the ball off. Najee Harris, a former first-round pick. Shout out to Alabama. I think this goes higher, man. This is a good game. If you had bet this in each of the last 7 games, you'd be up 3.4 units. It's a Najee Harris anytime touchdown. Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you to my guy, Tim. Thank you to everybody watching. This is going to be a good night. Maybe you don't want to watch football, but like Taylor Swift, she never watched it, and now she wishes she did for the rest of her life. Shout out to that. They're going to get married, right? Come on, let's be perfectly honest right now, which will please Adara. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a great show. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. Traders stay late, and you did with me. Much appreciated. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm back tomorrow. Ciao.